So we are at Kalk Bay Harbour in the deep southeast peninsula on Tuesday, the 29th of July 2025 at about 10:30 a.m. So let's take a drive on this midwinter's day with a warm Berg wind. Berg in English means mountain wind blowing, that blows off the escarpment when a low pressure weather front approaches Cape Town and the warm air is displaced. And just after that, the cold weather front will approach. So today is unusually warm, but it only lasts for a few hours before the weather front rolls in and the rain arrives, which is expected later tonight. So let's roll south along the M4 from Kalk Bay to Miller's Point in the deep southeast peninsula. We roll from Kalk Bay through Cove Valley, Fish Hoek, Sunny Cove Corner, Glencairn, Town, and then into Miller's Point. So the temperature is about 25 degrees Celsius right now, which is very warm for Cape Town at this time of the year. But we got this warm Berg wind blowing. That's not going to last long. And by this evening, it's going to start cooling down as the cold front approaches. And tomorrow it's going to be about 12-13 degrees Celsius with rain. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, and even hit that notification bell just to help the channel grow. Fish Hoek. So Fish Hoek used to be its own town with its own municipality many years ago, before it was incorporated into the city of Cape Town. It used to have its own municipality and be completely separate from Cape Town. But as Cape Town grew and all the suburbs connected up, Fish Hoek became just another suburb of Cape Town. But it's the last big suburb before the deep south peninsula and Cape Point. Through the old Fish Hoek CBD. Past the Fish Hoek Transport Interchange, a railway station, taxi and bus service that gives you access to the deep south peninsula. Past one of Fish Hoek's most famous retailers, AP Jones. So yet another weather front is expected in Cape Town, and rain is expected tonight and tomorrow. Had a very wet winter, June and July, and now we're in the middle of the winter, but at least in August the season starts to change and we start heading towards spring. Days get longer, less rain, and the days also get warmer. Past Sunny Cove corner, just below is Sunny Cove railway station. Just next to False Bay. So now the wind has changed around to a northwest that brings in the weather front. False Bay's flattened out. The calm before the storm. Into Glencairn. So let's take a look at False Bay from this viewpoint in Glencairn. And it's facing Simonstown. Okay, let's keep on rolling south towards Simonstown. And here we have the Glencairn Expressway, the M6. And this would be the shortest route to the city of Cape Town. Links up with Weg, drops you down into Westlake, gives you access to the M3. That takes you all the way into the city of Cape Town. Also gives you access to the N2 and the N1. past Glencairn railway station and the famous Dixie's restaurant. Caution, cannon firing. Okay, so the Navy must be having some kind of exercise. Past Harbour Bay Mall, Glencairn. But we have to take a look at this hidden away beach, Klein, Fish Hoek, Mackerel Beach Lookout Point. Overlooks False Bay. Okay, let's roll back onto the M4. As we enter into Simonstown. So next to us is Battery, where they are doing some cannon practice. Past the M66 radial road and takes you over the mountain and drops you down into Scarborough. Also gives you access to Plateau Road, and that's another route to the Cape Point Nature Reserve. Past the last suburban railway station, Simonstown, in the deep, deep South Peninsula. Past Long Beach, Simonstown, and into the old historic suburb, Simonstown, Cape Town's most haunted suburb. Some of the buildings date back to the 1700s. Cape Town was discovered by Simon van der Stal in the late 1600s and became a port for the ships of the Dutch East India Company, and also a place of shelter and refuge during the winter months. Gives you protection from the strong gale force winter wind, the northwester. Past Jubilee Square, the main attraction in Simonstown. So Simonstown is South Africa's largest naval base, and it occupies most of the town. It always has been a very important naval base on the southern tip of the African continent. Past the old Seaforth burial ground, which they say is haunted. Seaforth Road takes you down to Seaforth Beach. So this is Murdoch Valley, part of Simonstown. Boulders Place. Bellevue Road takes you down to Boulders Beach, which is a famous penguin beach. Froggy Pond, resort and conference venue. Just next to Froggy Pond Beach. Another hidden gem of a beach in the deep, deep South Peninsula where you can safely swim. So we're coming to the end of suburbia in the deep South Peninsula. Not too far away from Cape Point. and the most southwestern point on the African continent. Roadworks ahead. So after the heavy rains pour down the mountain, flood the roads. So now they're putting in channeling on the mountainside. Try and channel the water away. Stop the road from flooding at that low point. Just passing the Miller's Point Caravan Park. But let's just go a bit further to the Miller's Point Slipway. Point, the Cape Boat and Ski Boat Club. Facing beautiful False Bay in the deep southeast peninsula at the Miller's Point Slipway. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let's go explore Cape Town some more.